Equatorial Guinea, formerly the colony of Spanish Guinea. Its post-independence name evokes its location near both the equator and the Gulf of Guinea. As of 2020, the country had a population of 1,454,789. Equatorial Guinea consists of two parts, an insular and a mainland region. The insular region consists of the islands of Bioko in the Gulf of Guinea and Anobong, a small volcanic island which is the only part of the country south of the equator. Bioko Island is the northernmost part of Equatorial Guinea and is the site of the country's capital, Malabo. The Portuguese-speaking island nation of São Tomé and Príncipe is located between Bioko and Anobong. The mainland region, Rio Muni, is bordered by Cameroon on the north and Gabon on the south and east. It is the location of Bata, Equatorial Guinea's largest city, and Ciudad de La Paz, the country's planned future capital. Rio Muni also includes several small offshore islands, such as Corisco, Elebe Grande, and Elebe Chico. The country is a member of the African Union, Francophonie, OPEC and the CPLP. After becoming independent from Spain in 1968, Equatorial Guinea was ruled by President Francisco Macias Nguema until he was overthrown in a coup in 1979 by his nephew Teodoro Obiang Nguema Mbasogo, who has served as the country's president since. Both presidents have been widely characterized as dictators by foreign observers. Since the mid-1990s, Equatorial Guinea has become one of sub-Saharan Africa's largest oil producers. It has subsequently become the richest country per capita in Africa, and its gross domestic product adjusted for purchasing power parity per capita ranks 43rd in the world. However, the wealth is distributed extremely unevenly, with few people benefiting from the oil riches. The country ranks 144th on the 2019 Human Development Index, with less than half the population having access to clean drinking water and 20% of children dying before the age of 5. Equatorial Guinea's government is authoritarian and has one of the worst human rights records in the world, consistently ranking among the worst of the worst in Freedom House's annual survey of political and civil rights. Reporters Without Borders ranks President Obiang among its predators of press freedom. Human trafficking is a significant problem, with the U.S. Trafficking in Persons report identifying Equatorial Guinea as a source and destination country for forced labor and sex trafficking. The report also noted that Equatorial Guinea does not fully meet the minimum standards for the elimination of trafficking but is making significant efforts to do so. Pygmies probably once lived in the continental region that is now Equatorial Guinea, but are today found only in isolated pockets in southern Rio Muni. Bantu migration started probably around 2000 BC from between southeast Nigeria and northwest Cameroon. They must have settled continental Equatorial Guinea around 500 BC at the latest. The earliest settlements on Bioko Island are dated to AD 530. The Anobong population, originally native to Angola, was introduced by the Portuguese via São Tomé Island. The Portuguese explorer Fernando Po, seeking a path to India, is credited as being the first European to discover the island of Bioko. In 1472, he called it Formosa, but it quickly took on the name of its European discoverer. Fernando Po and Anobong were colonized by Portugal in 1474. The first factories were established on the islands around 1500 as the Portuguese quickly recognized the positives of the islands, including volcanic soil and disease-resistant highlands. Despite natural advantages, initial Portuguese efforts in 1507 to establish a sugarcane plantation and town near what is now Concepcion on Fernando Po failed due to booby hostility and fever. The main island's rainy climate, extreme humidity and temperature swings took a major toll on European settlers from the beginning, and it would be centuries before attempts restarted. In 1778, Queen Maria I of Portugal and King Charles III of Spain signed the Treaty of El Pardo, which ceded Bioko, adjacent islets, and commercial rights to the Bight of Biafra between the Niger and Ogu rivers to Spain. Brigadier Felipe José, Count of Ayalejo, sailed from Uruguay to formally take possession of Bioko from Portugal, landing on the island on the 21st of October 1778. After sailing for Anobong to take possession, the Count died of disease caught on Bioko and the fever-ridden crew mutinied. The crew landed on São Tomé instead, where they were imprisoned by the Portuguese authorities after having lost over 80% of their men to sickness. As a result of this disaster, Spain was thereafter hesitant to invest heavily in their new possession. However, despite the setback, Spaniards began to use the island as a base for slave trading on the nearby mainland. Between 1778 and 1810, the territory of what became Equatorial Guinea was administered by the Viceroyalty of the Rio de la Plata, based in B.